I think this year's conference was a real success. So what goes into that? I mean, planning any kind of event like this is a tremendous challenge, and you can't get it done without a really effective teammates. And man, we've got some great teammates to help us pull this conference off. Starting all the way back in 2012 to where we are right now, man, we've come a long way. But all along the way, we've had partners that have been with us from day one. AAS, the American, is it Mousetronautical yet, or is it still astronautical? The American Astronautical Society has been with us from day one. Jim Way and Alan DeLuna work very hard. They put in a lot of time. They're in the planning committee from day one. They run those technical sessions like it's nobody's business. So we really appreciate your partnership and your teaming with us. We couldn't do this without you. So thank you very much. Also NASA, of course, NASA does a lot more than just participate and support the conference. They enable everything that we're all doing, particularly on the International Space Station. Once again, great teammates, great partnership there. Could not get any of this done without people like Sam Shamimi and Kirk Shireman and Mary Beth Dean and Mike Reed and Aaron Skalak and Lauren Parsons. I mean, there's all sorts of people that I could go down the list of names that have a lot to do with making events like this, and everything else that we do seem to go really, really easy. It's not easy. It's actually pretty challenging, but they make it look really easy. So once again, great teammates, and we're very lucky to have them. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Let's give AAS and NASA a hand for helping us out. And of course, to have a successful event and have a conference where people can derive some value, the real substance of the conference, it's the presenters, right? It's the presenters, it's the panelists, it's the moderators, it's the people who are submitting those abstracts, presenting these posters, presenting these presentations. And man, what a program we had. The other morning when I was up here talking, I referred to it as creating collisions. And I think one thing that we did really well this week was recreated a lot of collisions. And I think that there's going to continue to be some real value that spins out of those collisions. Some of those collisions gave some people some headaches. But that's good too. We learn from that too, and we move on. So I think this year's program, if you think back over the last couple days, we had an Emmy Award-winning health reporter in Dr. Gupta. We had a former and current NASA administrator. Scientists, thought leaders from every discipline and every industry that you can think of that populated our program this year. I think it was very strong, and once again, that was to the credit of a lot of the people that are involved in the planning committee and pulling these chairs together and pulling the moderators together and pulling off the detailed planning of the program. So great job there. At the ISS National Lab, we have a team of about 50 people ultimately that got involved with this thing. We're not event planners, but we did a pretty good job of acting like event planners and pulling off this event this year. I guess you fake it till you make it sometimes. And I feel like we did a pretty good job with the team. And I thank everyone at the National Lab, because I know this was added to your regular day jobs, a lot of you folks. And I think there was a lot of sacrifice and time and effort and hard work, and it's paid off. There was a lot of work behind the scenes that went very well. Yeah, let's give them a hand. Sponsors, and I've got to refer to my notes, not because I don't know who the sponsors are, but because I can't remember all these precious metals that I think we make up. I don't know if these are real or not. I'm not sure if they're precious metals or if they're the level of points that you have when you're boarding your airplane, but either way. Our platinum sponsor, Boeing. Boeing has supported this conference for years, and also supported other things that we do with things like Mass Challenge and Genes in Space and so much more. So Boeing, great sponsor, our platinum, our premium sponsor. Let's give Boeing a hand. Gold sponsor, KBR. KBR also provided some really good talks and some speakers for the show, so let's give KBR a hand. Our Palladium sponsors, MEI and Northrop Grumman. And our silver sponsor, Sierra Nevada Corporation, and we had a great keynote here with Aaron. That was very nice. And of course, last but not least, all of our marketplace sponsors. You guys are a huge part of the show, right? You cover up that exhibit floor, and that provides a great backdrop for some really valuable networking that we all participate with. So one more hand for our marketplace sponsors. And last, probably most importantly, thanks to all the attendees, especially you hardcore attendees who have been here right to the bitter end. It's really all about the attendees. That's why we put on the show, and we had great turnout this year. We had great participation, and I think we're continuing on a really positive trend with this conference. I think this conference, my humble opinion, I think it's one of the best in our industry. I think it's jam-packed with value and opportunity across so many different lines. So thank you to the attendees, and next year, 2020, we're in Seattle. So make sure you get ready to come out to the Great Northwest, and with that, we are officially closed. Have a great trip home, safe travels.